Hi Leo, welcome. This is going to be a general love reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or any who feel drawn to watch it. I'm going to pull some cards for you and your energy here, your person here, and for the connection between you here somewhere, but I am going to pull cards for the connection between you and the potential outcome within this situation. I'm going to start with some oracle cards. I'm going to draw a card for you, a card for your person, and the connecting energy between you. Just what lessons you're learning right now, what you guys trigger within each other, what you guys trigger for growth within each other, what you're going through right now, and what the lesson is within that. So let's take a look. I'm going to draw the top card for you and the bottom card for your person, and then I will shuffle out the connecting energy. So for you, we have Llama. Set clear boundaries and enforce them. You are learning about your boundaries and how to enforce them. I feel like, when there's a need for someone to set boundaries, to me it speaks of empath, someone who's a nurturer, someone who's very giving, very loving, who puts others before themselves. And I feel like through this connection, you are learning about how to define your boundaries and to protect your energy, how you can still be nurturing and loving and giving, but protect yourself. Your person has Pig. Maintain self-worth and self-esteem. I think you're teaching your person a lot about their self-worth, about how to really value themselves. No matter their situation, whether they are the most successful VP of a Fortune 500 company or whether they work at McDonald's, just showing different in whatever. My point is, it doesn't matter how successful they have been in their life. There's something within them that in terms of their value, their self-worth and their self-esteem that has been damaged or wounded, and you are here to help them heal that. You're triggering that within them, making them aware of this. Rhinoceros, be strong and courageous. I feel like you guys are both strengthening each other. I feel like this connection between you is challenging each of you and really causing you to go within and develop your strength, to strengthen your walls, to strengthen their sense of self-worth and self-esteem. It's a rhinoceros card, and it says be strong and courageous, which very much speaks to me of the strength card, which is the Leo card. There's also this balance here within this. I feel like that is what both of you are trying to achieve, this balance within yourselves, your person's sense of self-esteem and self-worth and self-doubt. They're trying to find that balance, and you're trying to find that balance of boundaries, of how much you give and how open and receptive you are to receive as well. Wow. All right. Let's take a look at your tarot, Leo. On the bottom of the deck, we have sheep. Act with fortitude and cooperation. Fortitude, again, speaks to strength and courage. This is not easy for either one of you. I feel like this is a big challenge or lesson within each of you, and you both evoke very strong feelings and reactions within each other in terms of this. And I feel like with this be strong and courageous, there's a fear, a sense of self-doubt associated with this. Like, I'm feeling, Leo, and reverse the energies as resonates for you, but I'm feeling like you're so loving and giving. You have defined your sense of self or self-worth through that. You need to be needed, and it's difficult. It's hard for you to recognize your worth, your value, simply for being, not because of what you give, and for asking for what you need. And whether you are aware of it or not, your person really struggles with their self-worth and their self-esteem. It's a huge lesson for them. I feel like it goes back to childhood wounds, even beyond this life, potentially. But you guys are here to help each other overcome this. Or you're in this connection with one another to help each other grow past this, to develop that strength. All right, Leo. On your side, what's going on with Leo, please? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we need to see? What messages do we need to hear? Okay, you have 3 of Cups and the Devil. I feel like you keep returning to someone or a situation in your life that is toxic. It can represent a Capricorn, doesn't have to be, but either you're really happily reconnecting with a Capricorn, or you keep going back thinking that you're going to find happiness doing the same thing over and over again. Reverting back into these patterns of behavior that have served you in the past, but it's time to break out of them. There's something that you are having a hard time letting go of. I feel like it is the way you are perceiving your role in a relationship. That if you can just give and love and nurture, that you can make it all right. But you do need to give and love and nurture, but you also need to give and love and nurture yourself and define your boundaries. Accept what is your limit, your boundary, and define that. Don't waver on that. What else for Leo, please, Spirit? The Hierophant. It did come out upright. I just flipped it when I laid it down. The Hierophant. This is the card Taurus. I feel like you are learning a lot. I feel like you are getting a key to this clarity. I feel like this repeated cycle over and over again, and your person mirroring this back to you, bringing in conflict and difficulties to trigger your understanding of this, is really growing your sense of self and value, understanding what your values are. It's also Nine of Swords. Yeah, you're really trying to learn from this. You're really going within, but you're afraid. It's uncomfortable. You're having nightmares. You are having a lot of doubt around this. I feel like you are being chased down by your demons. And I want to say, if you are having nightmares, don't be afraid. Just recognize this is your subconscious doing the work. Look at that. Try to understand it, but don't be afraid of it. You're working, you're healing, you're leveling up, but it is really overwhelming. And I feel like you could have a lot of anxiety and fear right now. What else for Leo? The Hanged Man in reverse. Leo, I feel like the opportunity is here for you to grow, for you to level up, for you to really do this work, but you're so overcome with fear of facing this, of changing and moving to this next level. You're not seeing this from a different perspective. You're blocking yourself from this growth, from this higher level of commitment. I feel like moving through this and overcoming this, and that's clearly part of your lesson right now, is to work through this, but overcoming this fear and doubt and stop blocking yourself from this. And actually, that's more of the message with the Hanged Man upright. I feel like you're really trying to overcome these fears and doubts. You see the value in this lesson. You're trying to move out of this. You have been blocked, but you're really trying to break through. Get some clarity for yourself and understand these lessons so you can move forward. You have the Ace of Cups. There's that desire for that emotional new beginning. It's crossing energy. You're not pouring it out. You're not offering it. Okay. There's going to be healing and clarity. You're going to make a judgment call. You're going to you're going to hear it very clearly. There's something about this. There's a very spiritual lesson in this for you, for your growth, for your higher good. And you're going to get it. You're going to have that aha moment, that true epiphany, that spiritual awakening with this healing. Both of these cards, the Sun card again, Leo, both of these cards speak to enlightenment for me. That aha, the sun coming out, the light being turned on, light shed in the dark to chase away the fears and the demons. And I feel like you are holding this cup kind of in limbo because you know that you need to work through this before you can truly offer this cup with everything that is potential within it. I just feel like you really know that you need this. It can be that your intuition, the clarity you receive is that you need to hold back on this, that maybe it's that you're understanding that your person has this healing to go through that they need to do on their own. Bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. You're highly, highly intuitive. I feel like it could be these dreams you're receiving are telling you all of this, but you're highly intuitive, but you are keeping it to yourself. All right, let's take a look at your person, see what's going on their side. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. That person of interest in love, please, Spirit. What messages, clarity, confirmation, guidance does Leo need to see or hear today, please? Okay. Okay. First is the Eight of Wands. Communication, action, effort. I want to add really quickly, as I was shuffling and I looked at the pig, I just heard that they have not, because of their lack of self-worth and self-esteem, they have not been very discerning about where they have been putting their energy. And they're needing to look at that. I feel like they're becoming aware of that. With swiftness, Eight of Wands, communication, direct communication, messages of love. They're either going to be, either you've come in or going to communicate with them very swiftly, a lot of messages being exchanged, or they're going to communicate with you, or they are receiving these messages from the divine. But it is putting them into this mode of preparing to take action, about to just, either already taking action or about to just put a whole lot of effort or action into this. We have one flip, we did. Again, they have the Hierophant in the same position that you do. They're leveling up as well. They're growing. This is spiritual growth. They could be speaking with an advisor, a counselor, or just counseling through prayer, meditation. I really feel meditation there with that. Nine of Pentacles. They're what? I love it when the messages confirm themselves. Nine of Pentacles is about self-worth, value, understanding your value, what you bring to the table, and not settling for less than what you are worth. And that's this maintain self-worth and self-esteem. They are really learning about this. They're really trying to heal and gain insight, and learn some lessons about this. We have the Two of Pentacles. So this is about juggling or trying to find balance. I think they're really, I don't know why I'm getting this message. There could be a tendency for your person to appear to have a really big self-serving ego. But truthfully, they are wearing a mask because of their lack of self-esteem and self-worth. And I feel like they are becoming aware of this. And I feel like they're really trying to balance their self-worth and their value with this ego and this fear, finding that balance within that. Wow. And I do feel like they're being divinely guided in this. What else for Leo's person of interest, please, Spirit? What else do we need to see or hear? Three of Cups. They want a reunion. They want to reconnect. They want this joyous celebration. I do feel like there is a rift between you. You could have stepped back trying to look at and evaluate this because you have some lessons to learn as well that you're aware of. They want to find balance and reconnect. They want things to be happy again. I feel like they're kind of in a not that happy place. Sorry. A lot of cards here. So we have the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's the card of Scorpio. Very emotional, very comfortable in the depths of emotion, not particularly expressive. They keep a lot to themselves. With the King of Swords, I feel like these are both your person. King of Swords is a card of Aquarius. It's air energy, it's communication. I feel like they are really trying to find this balance, like I said, between, it's like that emotion, those fears, the emotional aspects, the good, the bad, with the understanding and the communication about this, both internally and externally. I feel like they're trying to find this balance between their heart and their head. Trying to find that balance. And they're working on this because they want this reconnection, both with themselves. They want this balance, this reunion of these aspects within themselves. And I also feel with you, we have the universe here. This is the world. This is completion. The world shows up when we have completed a cycle successfully. Your person is going to be able to find this balance within themselves to heal themselves. With the Prince of Wands or the Knight of Wands. And they're going to come forward passionately. I feel like they're going to come forward with an offer. They are, and there's a lion in this card. They're coming towards you, Leo, with passion when they get through this. Bottom of the deck is the Devil. Yeah, they're trying to overcome their toxic behaviors, understand the toxicities within them and their own thought processes, and how those shaped and learned patterns of behavior have created toxicities within their life. You're both looking at yourselves. You're both growing. You're both leveling up within your sense of self and healing. And I felt like definitely this is necessary for you guys to come back together. Whether you're living in the same home and it's an emotional distance and separation, or whether you're actually separated by a physical distance, there is a desire on your person's part to reconnect and come back together. You want to do this too. I feel like you're working on getting this clarity within yourself, but I'm also feeling like you're waiting, you're holding this cup. And I don't mean waiting like your life is on hold. You're clearly looking at yourself and trying to improve and grow, but you're holding this cup, not offering it yet, because you know that there's something coming in, some truth, some clarity that is going to create movement within this. I feel like intuitively that's what you know. Let's take a look at the connection between you. What do we have between Leo and their personal interest, please, Spirit? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please show us the connecting energy between Leo and their person. King of Wands, Nine of Swords. King of Wands is the card of Leo. Yeah, fixed. Fixed energy. So this is you, but this is connecting energy. So I feel like you are both in this. Really trying to be strong. Put on a... I don't know. I can't help but see this lizard here and on his coat. Trying to connect with your spirituality, trying to dream your world into a better state of being, trying to take charge in this situation, both of you, I feel like within your own lives and for the sake of this connection. Got that Nine of Swords energy again for you. It's overwhelming. It's scary. I feel like you guys are both delving into the depths of your subconscious that hold a lot of demons for you. I do feel you are going to both be successful in overcoming this, but it is really difficult right now. A lot of fear on both parts. I'll take this one. Knight of Wands again. Here's this person is looking back over their shoulder as they move forward. I feel like you guys are both having to leave parts of your identity, your way of being in the past. There's a desire, a passion for this movement forward, but you're having to look back on the past and acknowledge what it is that you're leaving behind, this shift, and how this past has prevented this passionate movement forward, this lack of excitement in life. Let's take a look at the potential outcome. Nine of Wands, the Hanged Man. Being defensive, you guys are both fighting for this. You still have the fight within you, but you're catching your breath. You guys are both worn out. It's been hard. I feel like life up until this point, this connection, a lot of defensive energy. You both have your walls pretty high. I feel like you are both kind of taking some time out in this Hanged Man energy, which I see here. I mean, it is here in your reading, but to see things in a different way, to understand, look at how you can take down some of your walls to free up that movement, that action, and the communication. Taking some time to see this differently, to understand the block. This for Leo, please. We have the Queen of Wands here, crossing energy. So we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, divine counterparts. Very well matched, very, very complementary energy, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I feel like this is speaking to those aspects both for you individually within yourself and them individually within themselves, as well as the fact that you guys are divine counterparts, very well matched, very suited, very compatible with one another. This energy is crossed by the Queen of Wands. I feel like it is I'm just really feeling with this card, it has to do with you and setting clear boundaries. You really need to define and set your boundaries for yourself and not waver on that. I feel like every time, and don't be too hard on yourself. It is a process. It is a learning process. As you set those boundaries and put them in place and actually enforce them, it will become more solidified for you that yes, you are doing the right thing. It's not easy to give up past patterns of behavior. So I feel like there's going to be a little bit of putting the boundaries in place and kind of moving the line a little bit as you try to clearly define those for yourself. But whoever you guys are in this situation, whoever you're identifying as this Queen of Wands, those boundaries are kind of moving. And I feel like this is kind of a block to this. You really, truly need to define those boundaries for yourself. Choose yourself in this situation. It will open up room for growth between the two of you. What else for Leo, please? Two of Pentacles. Again, that balance, juggling, trying to find that perfect balance. Both of you are trying to balance yourselves and bring balance into this situation. What else for Leo and their person, please? King of Cups. They have a King of Cups right here. And the Three of Pentacles. So they are, like I said, the King of Cups it's the card, I said that, Scorpio and Aquarius. It's the card of Scorpio, water. I feel like both of you are really trying to understand the depth of your emotion, figure out how to offer this cup because you have so much love, but there has been a lack of working together, and that's what you want to communicate about. In order to bring this balance, there needs to be collaboration in this, working in partnership, the divine feminine, the divine masculine in connection with spirit to create something new. You want to build and craft and create. You want to take this emotion that you have, both of you, and put the effort in to work together into building this into something else, something more, no matter where you are in this connection. And the Hierophant also speaks to that, something more, leveling up, evolution, individually and with this in this connection. Five of Pentacles, because you guys are both tired of being shut out. I feel like you both have felt isolated or alone in your life. I'm just getting, no matter how many people are around you, there's some part of you that feels cut off from that sense of connection. And I feel like you, Leo, because you need to learn your boundaries, define those clearly for yourself and stop over giving. And I feel like it's in terms of relationships. It could be in other aspects of your life as well. But it's caused you to feel shut out or cut off, like you don't have enough, that you're not part of something bigger. You are. And your person is also, this isolation has to do with their lack of self-esteem. It's like they are actually part of the group, but they don't even see it because they have this deep-rooted pain having to do with self-esteem and self-worth within themselves. But this connection is helping you guys to overcome this, because we move from the Five of Pentacles. I feel like finding this balance and communicating the emotion and the desire to actually work together, to collaborate, to overcome this, brings you guys out of this feeling of alone and isolated in this Five of Pentacles energy to the Four of Wands, which is about union, coming together, celebration, It is called the 1111 or the twin flame card, if that's something that resonates for you. But what I'm really, really getting, regardless of what that does or doesn't speak to you about, is joy, celebration. You guys are going to come out of the cold, come together in union and celebrate and build upon a solid foundation. And that foundation is solid because you guys have found this balance, because you've leveled up, because you've both looked at your individual patterns that needed to be healed and restructured in order to move this forward. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. There's that cup, Leo. When you get through this, when you get to this point, your cup will be upright. You will be ready to offer it, and you will be open and receptive to receive it, both of you. This is beautiful. Difficult period of growth for both of you. I see there's been a lot of toxicity. However, that has manifested within you and your life and in this connection. But you guys are really doing the healing, the spiritual healing, to overcome this and to figure out how to work together and to have this beautiful cup of love between the two of you. Wow. All right, Leo, this is what I have for you. I hope that if this resonated, that it helped. If you guys want to help me out, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, you know the spiel. In any case, I truly enjoy spending this time with you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope I see you again. Until next time, love and light.